Hello guys, this is Samadhan Kale and welcome to all of you on my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, we will learn the TYBSc practical of the subject Python programming. Yes, so this is the fourth practical guys that we are taking. So the name of the practical is control statement in Python second. This practical is based on unit third. Okay, so guys, before starting the video, if those of you do not subscribe to my channel, please subscribe it and press the bell icon so that you will get the latest update of videos. So guys, let's start the today's video. So this is our first question in the practical, that is explain the conditional statements with suitable examples. Okay, so I have taken all the conditional statements here. Yes guys, you have to write on your practical sheet in a short these conditions. Okay, so there are mainly three conditions or three conditional statements in Python. These are if else and if else. Yes, if else and if else. So I have taken here if statement, then if else statement, then nested if, and then if statements. Okay, so these are the statement guys. So let us see first if statement guys. Okay, firstly we will see the if statement. So here is the if statement. What is the if statement? It is a simple code of block and it is used to perform the condition holds true, then if the statement is used. Yes. So here is the condition mentioned holds true, then the code of the block runs, otherwise it will not run. Yes. That means if we use the if keyword and then if you have to give some condition on any variable, if that condition is true, then it will go to the statements, and if the condition is true, then it will go to the statement and print some output to you. Yes, so this is the syntax guide. So here you have to use the if keyword, and after if keyword you have to give some conditions on variable or anything that you want. Then after that you have to import some statements to execute the if condition. Okay, and if it is a true, you will get the output. So here is the flowchart guys that I have given to you of the if statement. Let us see. This is the flowchart of if statement. I have reduced the size. Yes. So this is the if statement guys. I hope all of you seen. Okay. Again resize this. Yes. So this is the diagram or flow chart. That means you have to give the test expression. If it is a true, then body of if, then it will go to the body of if, and then statements just below if, and if it is false, then it will go to the statement just below if. That means if you have a statements below the if statement, then it will go to the next statement. Okay, and if the test condition is a true, it will go to the body of the if, and if this body of the if is a true, then it will go to the output. But if it is a not true, then it will go to the statement below the if statements. Yes, and if the test condition is false, then it will go to the statements just below if. So this is the thing guys that we have to remember it. Okay, now let us move ahead guys. So this is the example that I have given on the if statement. So let us see, this is the if 10 is greater than 5, then I have to print 10 greater than 5. Yes, print program ended. So this is only one condition and I have used this. So obviously 10 is greater than 5. So it will give me 10 greater than 5. Yes. So this is the if statement. Now let us move ahead. That is the if else statement. So guys, what is if else statements? In conditional if statement, the additional block of the code is merged as else statements. That means if we have a two condition, we can use the if else statement. Okay, if the first condition is a true, then output will, or the program will execute the statements in the first condition, and if it is a not true, it will go to the next block, that is else block, and if the conditions of the else block are true, then output will be from the else block. So this is the syntax guys. So here you have to use if, and after if keyword you have to give some conditions. If these conditions are true, then it will go to this block. That means it will execute this block, if block, and the condition is true. Yes. And if it is not true, then it will go to the else part and it will execute this block if condition is false. Yes, which condition? This condition is false. If the condition is false, then it will go to the else part. Okay, guys. So this is the if else statement. Now I have given the flowchart of if else statement here itself. Let us see the flowchart of this if else statement. Yes. So I have given the first test expression. Yes, firstly test expression, and then if the test expression is a true, then it will go to the body of the if statement. And if the test expression is false, it will go to the body of else statement. Yes. And then finally you will get the statement just below if. That means in output you will get the statement below the if. Yes, in the both conditions. So this is the flowchart, guys, that I have given. And let us see now the example on if else. The example on if else. So this is the example, guys, that I have given on the if else. So what is the example? So I have defined the variable x as x is equal to 3, and I have applied the condition on x, that is if this x is equal to 4, then print s. If x is equal to 4, then I want to print the x. Yes, and if it is not true, that means in the else part you have to print no. In the else part you have to print the no. Okay, so I have given x value is 3, and obviously it's not equal to 4, so it will go to the else part, this part, and it will execute the statement print no, that is no, that we have the output. Okay, guys, this is the if else. Now let us move ahead the nested if statements. Nested if statement. So what are the nested if statement, guys? Suppose we have more than 2 conditions and 3, 4, 5 conditions, then we can use these nested ifs. Yes. So if statement can also check inside the other if statement. Yes. So this conditional statement is called a nested if statement. And this means that the inner condition will be checked only if the outer condition is true. And by this, we can see the multiple conditions to satisfy. Yes, that means, guys, there are so many conditions or so many situations in our day-to-day life also. Yes, so in these conditions, you have to take one condition, and in that one condition, you have one or two conditions. So if such a situation will occur, then nested ifs will always occur. Yes, let us see the syntax for this, guys. So firstly, you have to do the if statement or if keyword. After if keyword, you have to use the condition, that is the condition 1 on it. It will execute when the condition 1 is true. Yes, it will execute when the condition 1 is true. And then you have to give another if, and you have to give the second condition. Now it will execute when the condition is true. Yes, and if block is end here, if block is end here. Yes, so this is the two things. So I have given the flow chart also here. Let us see, this is the flow chart. I will reduce the size so that you will understood this flow chart. Yes. So firstly, we have the test expression. If the test expression is a true, then the program will go to the body of the if. Yes, and it will just give the statements below the if statement. Yes, and if the test condition is false, then what will happen, guys? Let us see nested test expression. That means it will go to the nested ifs. And if the nested expressions are true, then it will go to again the body of the nested if. Yes, and again, lastly, you have to print or you will get the output just below the if statement. Now again, if the nested if conditions or nested test expressions are false, then it will go to the body of the nested else again. Yes, nested else. That means you have to apply if and else both on the nested ifs. So again, lastly, you will get the statement just below the if. So this is the flow chart, guys. So let us see the example. Okay, with example, we will understood this very easily and fastly. So this is the example, guys, nested if statements example. Let us see. I have defined the numbers value as a 10, and if this number is greater than 5, I have to print bigger than 5. I have to print the bigger than 5. And again, in the nested if, I have used this nested if. So what is this? If this number is less than equal to 15. Yes, if this number is less than equal to 15, I have to print the number is between 5 and 15. Okay, if I run this code, so I will get the output as this. Let us see the bigger than 5 and between 5 and 15. So here are the two conditions on the 10. That means the 10 is bigger than 5 and it is also between 5 and 15. So such a situation will occur, then we have to use the if or nested ifs. Okay guys, I hope all of you understood. Now let us move ahead, that is if ellipse statement. Okay guys, in practical sheet, you have to write only the syntax and the definition of if else, if ellipse, else. Okay, so this is the thing that we have to do. So what is the if ellipse statement guys? Again, if there are so many conditions, okay, and but not sub conditions, like nested ifs. There are so many conditions, suppose 3 conditions, 4 conditions, then we can use the if ellipse else statement. Yes, so this is the syntax guys. If, and after that if, you have to use the condition, then statement, ellipse, then statement. Okay, and lastly you have to give the else, and lastly statement. Yes, again I have given the flow chart here. Yes, so I have reduced the size so that you will get understood about the flow chart. Yes, so this is the flow chart guys. So firstly you have to test the expression first. If it is a true, that means yes, then statement 1 will be occur, and lastly statement just below the if itself. Now, if the this test expression 1 is not true, then it will go to the test expression 2, and if it is a true, then it will go to the statement second below it. Yes, and it will give the statement just below the if else. Yes. Now, if this again not true, then it will go to the third block, that is the third text expression, and if it is a true, then it will go to the statement 3, and it will the body of else. Yes, if it is not true, then it will go to the else part, and lastly you will get the same output, that is the statement just below the if else if. Yes, so this is the flow chart guys. Now let us understand this example or this format by using the example. So due to the time wasting, I have already typed this program here. So firstly, I have defined the letter as capital A. Okay, then if this letter, I have used condition on letter. If letter equal to B, I have to print letter is B. If this letter is equal to B, letter is B. Elif, I am using the conditions. Elif means it is a else if. Elif means else if. It is the abbreviation of else if. So elif, the letter equal to C, print letter is C. And elif number equal to A. Elif number equal to A, print letter is A. Else print letter isn't A, B or C. Yes. So let us see guys. I have given the letter is equal to A. Now, when it will go to the if condition, so either this A equal to B, no, it's not equal. So it will not print the letter is B. It will go to the elif part, this one. So here it will check whether this letter equal to C. Yes, A is not equal to C. Again, it will go to the third part, that is elif. So it will check whether this letter, yes, is equal to A. But here the number, but we don't have number, we don't define the number, so it will not go to this part also. It will already obviously go to the else part, and it will print the letter isn't A, B or C. So see the output, this is the output, the letter isn't A, B or C. So this is the question 1 guys. Okay, now here question 2. Let us see question 2. Explain the alternating statement with suitable examples. So what we have to do guys, alternating statement, that means if elif else statements. So same thing that you have to do here. What you have to write? You have to write the if elif else statement. If elif else statement, and the same example here itself. Okay, same example you have to write. This is the question 2. And question 3 is guys the same question. Question 3 and question 1 are the same questions. Okay, explain the conditional statements in Python. That's why I have don't taken that question 3. Yes, so question 1 and 3 are same. That's why I'm not taking that questions. Let us move to the question 4. Yes, let's move to the question 4. And what is the question 4? Let's see. Write a Python program that accept a word from the user and reverse it. That means we have to take any word and we have to reverse that word. Okay, so as this practical is based on the third chapter and it is based on the 3.2 unit. Therefore, we have to define the functions here. Okay, so I will define the function as reverse function. Yes, reverse function. So in this reverse function, what I have to give? I have to give the string. Yes. Now this is my parameter. Now I will use some conditions on this function. So if I will use if length of this string yes is equal to 0, equal to 0, then I want to s. So I will write as return s. Yes, return s. Okay, and second, what is happening? Return. I will return the s. Now in the else condition, I will use some condition on the string s. So I will return here. What I will return? Let's see. Return. Second, not like that. Yes, return. I will return now reverse of. That means I will go again to the function reverse function, and here I will use s of 1 colon, s of 1 colon, and then plus s of 0, s of 0. Okay, so I have defined this function. If I run this function, yes, it will be run. Now I'm taking the another cell, and in this another cell I'm applying this function reverse. Okay, now I have to reverse some word. Suppose I want to reverse this Python. Yes, I want to reverse the Python word. So I will give this word in the reverse function. So it will give me the reverse of the word Python. Let us see. The N is first, O is the second, H is the third, T is the fourth, Y is the fifth, and lastly the P is there. So this is the program that we have to write, guys. Yes. So let us move to the fifth question. Write a Python program to count the number of even and odd numbers from the series of numbers. Again, we will define a function for finding the even numbers and odd numbers both from the given sequence. So I'm defining the function. My function name is even odd function. Yes, even odd function. So in this even odd function, I'm writing the list of numbers. That's why, guys, I have to give the star. Yes, I have to give the star, and I will use the list. Yes, I will use the list. That list means list of number. Okay. Now, so firstly, even numbers count are 0. Okay, initially the counted even numbers are 0. So I'm setting even count and odd count. Both are 0. Na? So even and odd count is equal to 0, 0. Yes, that means we have set this. Again, the number is equal to 0. I'm setting number is equal to 0. Okay, then I will use the while loop. Okay, while this number, yes, while number is less than length of list. Length of list. That means when the number is less than length of list, then I will take another condition on the while loop. That is if condition. Yes. So if this list, yes, this list of number, it is divisible by 2. That means upon 2 equal to 0. Yes, modulo 2 equal to 0. That means it is a divisible. That means the number present in the list is divisible by 2. Then I have to increment the value of even count. Yes, even count. That means the number is counted as even. Even count plus equal to 1. Okay. Now, in the else part, I will use what I will use, guys? Odd count. I will increment the value of odd count by 1. Yes, odd count plus equal to 1. So this is the thing. Now, again, I have to increase the value of number also. That means I have given the number there itself. So I have to increase the value of number by 1. Yes, so number plus equal to 1. And lastly, I have to print the even counts and odd counts. Print even count. Yes, and then odd count. Yes, so I will print the odd count. Yes, so format as you want, you can take anything. So now I will run this function. Yes, so 1 second. So this is the function that I have run. Now I will use this even odd. Okay, so even odd. So in this even odd, I'm giving the list of numbers. Okay, suppose I'm giving 1, 2, 4, and then 6, and then 9, and then 5. Okay, then 21, then 89. Okay, 136, and then 879. Okay, so this is the thing. Now I will run this. So I will count 4 and 6. So this 4 is nothing but, guys, even count. That means in this particular list, there are 4 even numbers and 6 odd numbers. You can count 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4. 4 are the even numbers and remaining are the odd numbers. Okay. So this is the function that we have defined. Let us move to the sixth question, guys. So what is the sixth question? Print each letter twice from the string PUNE. Okay, that means we have to print each letter from this string PUNE, that is twice. That means PUNE and EE. This format we want. Again, I will define the function and I will give the name as repeat function. Yes. So in this repeat, I'm giving the string. Okay, I'm giving the string that I want to repeat it twice. Okay, now I will use the for loop, guys. Okay, for I in range, yes, for I in range of this 0 to, yes, 0 to length of s. That means I will go from 0 to length of the string s. So I will print what I will print. I will print s of I plus s of I. That means I want that particular character twice. That's why I'm using s of I twice. Okay, it's a very simple. And if I run this program, if I run this code, okay, if I run this code and I want the PUNE as, okay, PUNE as twice. So I will use the repeat, and in this repeat I will give the string as PUNE. Yes, PUNE, and then let's run it. Okay, 1 second. What's here? A repeat. Yes, here is the range that I have to given. So this is the range. Okay, now run it. Yes. So let us see, guys. These PP and all these things are repeated. Yes, each letter twice from the string PUNE is get repeated. So this is the sixth question, guys. Now let us move to the seventh question. Yes. So what is the seventh question, guys? For each name in the list that we have given the list of the student name Avinash, Rajesh, Aniket, and Shankar, we have to print the message, hello, how are you? Again, we will define the function message. Okay, so let's define the function and name that function as message. Yes, so message, in the message you have to give how many people you have to give the message, so many people, so you have to use this star s. That means number of strings. Yes, Now I will use the for loop on it. So for x in this s, okay, for x in s, I want to print what I want to print, guys. I have to print hello first. Yes, I want to print hello first. So I will use this hello in the string. Okay, then I want to print the comma. Yes, so this comma is also I'm giving here. Yes, hello comma, and then again what you have to print a message, na, hello, and here the name. Okay, the student name. So I will give the student name as x, and then lastly, how are you? How are you? So I will give this in the string, and how are you? Yes. So this is the thing here itself. I'm giving the space. Okay. And here is again space. Okay. Now if I run this function, 1 second. If I run this function, now I will call the function as message. And in this message, I will give the names of the students. Yes. So I will copy these names, guys, first. Yes. So I'm copying and first here. Okay. So I have given the names to this one. Okay. Avinash, Rajesh, and this lastly Shankar. All names are in the string. And if I run this, so I will get the output as hello Avinash. How are you? Yes, here I have to give the W. Yes. So then secondly, hello Rajesh, how are you? Hello Aniket, how are you? Okay, if you want the question mark, you can give the question mark here itself. Yes. So it will be like that. So this is the seventh question, guys. Okay, let's move to the last question and eighth question. So complete the following program to find the first 20 numbers of the Fibonacci series. We have to find the 20 numbers from the Fibonacci series, first 20 numbers. So we have given this A is equal to 0, and then B is equal to 1. Yes, B is equal to 1, and then I will use the number n, guys, here. Okay, so they have given this, but the program will be different. Okay, we have to use the number n. So initially I will use the number n as 20. Yes, that means I want the 20 terms. Now I will use the for loop on it. Okay, so for I in range of what? Range of 0 to this number n, that means 20. Okay, 0 to this number n, 20, and I will use the condition on this n. Okay, and second, right, yeah. Now I will use the condition, if this number n is less than equal to 1. If it is less than equal to 1, what I want? I want c equal to 1. C equal to I. I am defining another variable c equal to I. Okay, and in the else part, I am writing, yes, what I am writing, c equal to a plus b. This number c equal to a plus b. Okay, so when this if condition will apply, when the value of n, when the value of n is less than equal to 1, and if it is not, then it will go to the else part. C equal to a plus b, and then I'm using a is equal to b. Okay, a is equal to b, and then b is equal to c. B is equal to c, and lastly I will print the a. Okay, and here I will print the a. So this is the program, guys, and if I run this, so I will get the output as 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and this is the Fibonacci series, guys. What is the Fibonacci series? Fibonacci series is the sum of previous two terms is the next term. That means 1 plus 1 is a 2, and this 1 plus 2 is a 3. Yes, next term. Then 2 plus 3 is a 5. Okay, then 3 plus 5 is 8, and 5 plus 8 is 13, and so on. So this is the Fibonacci series, guys. Okay, in this way, this is the fourth practical that we have taken here. Okay, I hope, guys, all of you understood the fourth practical. Okay, so thank you for watching the video.